It's a miracle that we breathe. It's mamash a miracle that Hashem has patience to still give us oxygen to breathe. No matter how many generations you hear, you're always going to be guest. This is the way Hashem made the world. The Jews will never have a place on their own. Even in Israel, the Jews are guests as long as Hashem wants. It's a pasuk in the Torah that I'm giving you the land and I'm kicking the goyim away from the land, but the land will not be yours permanently, it will be yours conditionally. לא תימכר הארץ לצמיתות, כי לי הארץ. I'm giving you the land only as long as you listen to me and you follow my rules. If you're gonna become goyim, if you become idol worshippers, if you become people who makes all the, the worst despicable sins of the Torah, especially abomination and all that, the land will vomit you out. That's what's written. Taki haaretz etchem. You're not welcome inside. And when the land vomit us to all over the world and we all leave and we run away, that means that we don't deserve to live in the Holy Land. So it's unbelievable. We are stuck now between heaven and earth. We're stuck. On one hand, we can't be goyim. On the other hand, we're not following the Torah. So we're stuck. So we're gonna have to make a decision. Which side you wanna be on? You wanna be a real Jew and go all the way, or you want to be a goy and then nobody will know even that you used to be a Jew, your children will all be goyim, it will be the end of you. This is what's going on right now. Hashem is already in a time of serious judgment now. The mood in Shamayim from this last Rosh Hashanah a few months ago has changed.
The prophet Yechezkel, known among all of the nations, prophet who resurrected the dead, meaning the resurrection of the dead happened a couple of times in history already. There's one at the time of Moshe Rabbeinu, where Am Yisrael was at Mount Sinai, and every time HaKadosh Baruch Hu said the commandment, the holiness of his voice was so extraordinary that no one aside from Moshe Rabbeinu was able to handle it. So everyone died. Hashem resurrected them. He said the second commandment, they died again. Hashem resurrected them, and then he told Moshe Rabbeinu, you go talk to him, we'll do whatever he says. We'll listen, we'll do, no problem. Why? Because if he continues talking, we'll die again. And death is painful. It's not like it looks in the movies, the guy goes to sleep and he dies. It doesn't look, it's not like that. That's just the movies. In reality, death is painful, unless you're tzaddik. If you're tzaddik, it's like taking off your clothes and going to a different room. You take off your suit, put on pajamas. That's dying for tzaddik. Someone's not exactly a tzaddik, someone's not exactly a tzaddikah, death is painful. Yechezkel goes and he sees there's hundreds of skeletons. No flesh, nothing. They called it dry bones. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu miraculously puts flesh back on these bones. But these bones and these now bodies don't have any life in them. And he says in the section, chapter 37, Yechezkel says, so I prophesied in chapter 37, verse 7. So I prophesied as I had been commanded. There was a sound as I was prophesying. Then behold, there was a noise, and the bones drew near, each bone to its matching bone. Then I looked, and behold, upon them were sinews, and flesh had come up, and skin had covered them over. But there was no spirit in them. Then he said to me, prophecy to the spirit, prophecy, O son of man, and say to the spirit, thus said the Lord Hashem, come from the four directions, O spirit, and blow into these slain people, that they may come to life. prophesied as I had been commanded, and the Spirit entered them, and they came to life. They stood upon their feet, a very, very great legion. In verse number 8, in this section about the dry bones, where it says, "Then I looked, and behold, upon them were sinews, and flesh had come up, and skin had covered them over, but there was no spirit in them." In the section where Ezekiel says there's a body, but there's no soul, you'll find the virus corona.
Where I understand in a clear way that this angel of death that spread his wings all over the universe and covers the light of Hashem of the entire universe is screaming, the angel of death is screaming, En od milvado. There's nobody but him. And in Shamayim everything is clear, is that Hashem had it up to here for one thing, that the entire human race believes in other gods. En od milvado.
Kadosh Baruch Hu wants us to learn. He wants us to learn Musar from all of the other people that are making mistakes, that are parts of the nation that He's given them coronavirus. They're fighting with each other, they're promiscuous with each other, they're eating everything that moves and everything that doesn't move, they're going against Hashem by worshiping idols, they're going against Hashem by worshiping money, they're doing all the things that we as a nation are forbidden to do. And if we want truly a cure, the cure starts with the person you see in the mirror.